Prachi Gupta. Welcome to today's COVID Bulletin. Currently, alcohol-based sanitizers are being used to inactivate the virus. However, the inflammable nature of alcohol makes manufacturing, transportation and storage of these sanitizers risky. Now, the Biotechnology Industry Research Assistance Council, or BIRAC, which is a body of the Department of Biotechnology, is supporting the development of a new alcoholic aqueous-based colloidal silver solution, which will serve the same purpose as alcohol-based sanitizers. These new solutions are being developed by We Innovate Biosolutions using their Nano AT site technology for disinfecting hands and environmental surfaces. The solution is based on the knowledge that silver nanoparticles have antiviral efficacy against various viruses including coronavirus. Silver nanoparticles inactivate the virus by blocking the RNA replication and thereby curbing its multiplication. The newly developed solution is safe, non-inflammable, can be used on all surfaces and stays on the surface for a longer time. An Indian patent has been filed for the process of making the colloidal silver and a test license has been granted for making hand sanitizers and disinfectants. The startup aims to manufacture 200 liters or more of colloidal silver solutions per day to cater to the demand of hand sanitization and disinfection. To increase the rates of COVID-19 testing in Uttar Pradesh, CSIR's Lucknow-based National Botanical Research Institute has established an advanced virology lab. The facility is Biosafety Level 3 laboratory and has a negative pressure, which means it has a suction facility that can suck any aerosol, virus and bacteria and pass it through filters. This filtration makes it a safe COVID-19 testing facility. This new facility will initially start to test 100 samples per day in the first week, which will be scaled up to 500 per day later. COVID-19 testing will be done by scientists from NBRI and CSIR's another Lucknow-based laboratory, Central Institute of Medicinal and Aromatic Plants. Let's hear more on this from the expert.
This is actually, we have made it BSL-3 level. By saying so, we have negative pressure, so that, and also HEPA filter, so that there is no chance of escaping the virus in any case. And it is we have taken a lot of precaution and a lot of safety measures. And our scientists and students have been trained in the King George Medical University. As you know, National Botanical Research Institute is a plant-based where we do research on virus, but it is all plant virus. So human pathogenic virus was a new phenomenon, new area of work for us. So that's why the extraction of RNA from the samples, that means the samples which are received from the hospitals, that was the gray area for us. So in that area, our people have been trained in KGMU also, our sister lab IITR also. But as far as the RT-PCR is concerned, our scientists and research scholars, all of them are well versed, because we have been developing the transgenic plants and all. So we have adequate number of RT-PCR as well as operational. We have been doing right from for last many years. So that is not an issue. So now our people have been trained in the virus extraction and how to handle this pathogenic virus. So now we are confident that our people will do. And regarding the number of scientists working, yes, in fact, I can say that whole institute has been involved, and different scientists have been assigned the different tasks. You know, this is not only that extraction of the virus, but also the running the RT-PCR, and after the data processing and data uploading, disposal of the waste. So several aspects are there. So, and we are planning to have it at least 3 shifts a day, so that we can do maximum analysis as much as possible, because there is a lot of pressure from the state government side also, because a lot of samples are there, and we don't have that many labs.
The Ministry of Ayush is receiving many proposals claiming possible treatment of COVID-19. In this regard, the ministry has issued a notification through which it has specified that there should be scientific evidence on the use of any Ayurveda, Unani, Siddha or homeopathic formulation on prevention or management of COVID-19. For conducting research on the efficacy of these treatments, the Ministry of Ayush has asked organizations to comply with a set of conditions. These include approval of proposal by scientific advisory bodies and ethical committees, registration of clinical trial with CTRI, statistical justification of sample size used in the study, following of Ayush guidelines regarding the clinical trial, compliance with regulation related to biomedical and health research, good clinical practices, national ethical guidelines for biomedical and health research on human participation published by the ICMR, and presence of at least one certified Ayush practitioner in the study team. Ayush Ministry has also made it mandatory for each organization to apprise them about the research developments as per the research timeline and the outcome. That is all for today. We will be back with another edition of COVID-19 Bulletin soon. Namaskar.